So, good evening, guys. Warm welcome to all. This is the market outlook session, and today we will discuss about Nifty, Bank Nifty stocks for intraday and best trade of the day. So, the trade of the day was Lupin, fine, and it was at a very crucial zone. I suggested to everyone that Lupin is trading near its crucial levels on the daily time frame. The reason that it was a crucial level was this resistance was tested a few days ago and markets were unable to break it. And this is because here is a gap on the chart. This is something that you can see clearly that after closing here, markets opened at a small gap down, and till the date, it is just trying to close above the gap. So once again, this gap worked very well. If you open the 5 minutes time frame, you can see that here we saw a good consolidation, and after breaking this consolidation, market started falling down. So a good 1:2 was achieved on Lupin today, and this was the entry candle. This was the resistance that was marked on the daily charts, and here was the entry. And after that, you can see that it easily achieved the 1:2 target. Now let us talk about the stocks for intraday for tomorrow's trading session. First of all, let me just tell you about the US market. So, US 30 Dow Jones Industrial Average is doing great. It's 1.06% up right now. And US 100, it's doing just fine, 0.18% up, trading flat. If we talk about SGX Nifty is just trading 40 points up from the closing price of Nifty. The data is yet not arrived. And if we talk about cash data, I think it's negative today as well. We have seen somewhere around 3,000 crores worth of selling from FIs and 2,500 crores worth of buying from the DIs. Now let's talk about the stocks for tomorrow. So the first stock is TCS. Fine. If we see a previous day high breakout in TCS, okay, if TCS manages to close above this level, that is marked on my charts. If it manages to break its 2-day highs as well as today's high in confluence, if you're getting a previous day high breakout on TCS, then definitely you can look for long opportunity in TCS. Your target will be somewhere around 3610. Okay, 3610 will be your target on TCS, and after that you can trail your trade. The second stock, which is showing a similar price action to Lupin. Okay, today we saw a good fall in Lupin around the gap level, and similar thing is happening in Havells India. Okay, when it uh, opened gap down, till date it is not able to close above this gap area. Okay, it opened gap down after making this doji candle on the daily time frame, and till date it has not closed above this level. So definitely this level of 1310 is going to act as a good resistance on the charts of Havells tomorrow in intraday. Fine. If you open the charts on the 15-minute time frame, you can mark this level. If we start to sustain above 1310, then definitely you can think of a long opportunity in Havells India. But if something similar like Lupin happens in Havells also, somewhat consolidation, and then we break down that consolidation, or if we are making a negative price action at 1305 to 1310 zone, then definitely you can look for a selling opportunity in Havells with a target of previous day low, which will be today's day low. Fine. And if the market tries to sustain above 1310 on Havells, then you should think for a buying opportunity. Third stock is Maruti Suzuki. Okay. Maruti Suzuki has been halting near this zone on a 15 minutes time frame. Once we sustain above this zone, which is 7,710, once we start to sustain above 7,710 on Maruti, we can think of a long opportunity in this stock. Our fourth stock is Petronet LNG. Let me first clear you about this stock on the daily time frame. So here we opened at a gap down. Fine. And today we have filled that gap because it opened at a gap down and then in today's session and yesterday's session, we have filled this gap. So it closed at around 206 in that session, and today we have closed above that level for the first time. So for the first time, we have closed above that gap, which suggests some positive momentum in Petronet LNG. And if we open the smaller time frame, then you can see that we are taking a resistance at these zones, 207 to 208. Once the market sustains above this zone, then we can think of a buying opportunity. If market is taking a resistance here and it is giving you a negative price action pattern, then you will think of a selling opportunity. But if it is giving you a breakout, then you will think of it as a buying opportunity. Our fifth stock is Concur. Okay. Let me first explain you the chart on the daily time frame. So this is Container Corporation. As you can see on the chart, we are taking a very good support at these levels. Fine. So this has been a support for the last few weeks. And if we just open the chart on a 15 minutes time frame, so this is the level which you have already marked on the daily time frame. And if you are getting a breakdown of this level, if you are getting a breakdown of this key level, then you will definitely think of this as a good selling opportunity in Container Corporation. But if you're getting a good price action, bullish price action at these levels, just because it is a very good support on this stock, you can even think of a buying opportunity. So you don't have to make a biased view here. If it is giving us a breakdown, then we will think of a selling opportunity. Otherwise, if it's making a good price action here, we will think of a buying opportunity. Our last stock of the day is Mahindra and Mahindra Finance. So Mahindra and Mahindra Finance has been taking a good support at these zones. Let me just show you the chart on the daily time frame. So if you see on the daily time frame, we are again and again halting at these zones. Fine. So once we start to sustain below this zone, once we close below this zone properly with a good candle, we can think of it as a selling opportunity. Now let me just show you this on a 5 minutes time frame. So if you see this stock on a 5-minute time frame, fine, you can see that we have multiple time tested this zone now. And once we start to sustain below this zone, we will see some good selling opportunity in Mahindra and Mahindra Finance. Your first target can be somewhere around 172 and your second target will be somewhere around 170 levels. Fine. So these are the stocks which we have to keep in watch list for tomorrow. Now let me talk about Nifty and Bank Nifty. Today I updated you that Nifty is choppy and it's better to avoid trades. It's better to avoid trades because indices must always relate to each other. They must always confirm each other. Nifty was in a positive trend. As you can clearly see, Nifty was 1.05% up, but Bank Nifty, that was weak today. And you are seeing that the Bank Nifty has closed in a red. So indices was not actually confirming with each other. They were not relating the movements. And that is why you were not able to get that proper breakout, because Bank Nifty, the financial sector was not supporting Nifty. And when the major sector is not supporting Nifty, you will not actually see a proper breakout on the benchmark. And that is why I said you multiple times that it is not a good idea to trade breakouts today or whatever, because we are seeing a choppy moment. Okay. Another thing that I would like to tell you is, since this uptrend has turned into a reversal, okay, since this uptrend has turned into a reversal, now we have seen that the green candles are not repeating themselves. Okay, the green candles are not able to repeat themselves. So what it means, if the green candle starts repeating itself, then you might see a trend reversal from this level. Also, you can see that yesterday only I told you in my yesterday's market outlook that 16,800 mark is a very good support on the charts of Nifty. So this has been tested yesterday only. And definitely, if this is a very good support, we can again give a good bounce from these levels. Okay, so the importance of these levels cannot be ignored in the markets. Fine. The second thing is, if we are making a consecutive green candle, if we are मेकिंग अनदर ग्रीन कैंडल अबव द हाई ऑफ टुडेज डे हाई, ठीक है, अगर आज के डे हाई के ऊपर एक ग्रीन कैंडल और बंद हो जाती है, then definitely this will be a trend reversal sign. This will be a early sign of trend reversal because we are not getting two consecutive green candles since the last few days. आपने consecutively poor closings देखी है, but you are not seeing a consecutive good closing on the market. तो अगर 2 दिन लगातार मार्केट अपने हाई के पास बंद हो जाता है या फिर 2 दिन लगातार मार्केट आपको अच्छी क्लोजिंग देता है, देन दिस विल बी एन अर्ली साइन ऑफ ट्रेंड रिवर्सल. जो डाउन ट्रेंड चल रहा है पिछले 1-1.5 वीक से, that could be reversed, that has the potential to reverse if we see a good closing on the markets tomorrow. ठीक है, this is something that I've spoken from the side of bulls. ठीक है, अगर मार्केट कल एक अच्छी क्लोजिंग देता है, then bulls will become active in the markets, then you will start to see some good buying opportunities on the index. Other thing is कि if we follow the trend, तो अभी तक तो we are not seeing that the green candles are repeating themselves. So maybe if market goes till yesterday's day high, which was 17,275, अगर market यहाँ तक जाके आपको reversal दिखा रहा है, then it might happen कि market वापस से at the end in the second half you see a good selling in the markets tomorrow. ऐसा इसीलिए हो सकता है because if the bears are powerful, they will definitely try to close the markets in red tomorrow. The reason is कि अगर market gap up भी हो जाता है तो maybe it does not sustain that gap up. The reason is कि bears अगर strong है इस trend में, they will try every bit, they will try their whole power to close the market in a red candle tomorrow. तो कल काफी अच्छा ट्रेडिंग सेशन हो सकता है and कल के बाद you will get some clarity, either this trend will continue or will the bulls change the previous few week trend. Okay, previous 7 से 8 दिन जो ट्रेंड बना है, क्या वो चेंज हो पाएगा? So tomorrow will be a wait and watch day for Nifty. ठीक है, निफ्टी में तो आप लोग wait and watch करो, observe what happens tomorrow. और second half में try करना, अगर कोई crucial level पे आपको reversal मिलता है, if a good selling opportunity comes from a crucial level, go towards that. ठीक है, because कल अपन का एक deciding day रहेगा कि market रेड कैंडल बनाएगा या ग्रीन. अगर ग्रीन बना देता है स्ट्रॉन्ग कैंडल, अगर कल भी मार्केट में स्ट्रॉन्ग क्लोजिंग होती है, कंसेक्यूटिव 2 स्ट्रॉन्ग क्लोजिंग हो जाती है, देन ये जो प्रीवियस 1 वीक का डाउन ट्रेंड है ये रिवर्स हो सकता है. ठीक है, तो कीप आईज ऑन दिस थिंग. जो अपॉर्चुनिटी आपको ट्रेडिंग की मिल सकती है वो है बैंक निफ्टी. ठीक है, तो जस्ट लेट मी मेक यू क्लियर अबाउट दैट. बैंक निफ्टी हैज बीन कंसोलिडेटिंग बिलो दिस लो. ठीक है, जो मंडे का लो है उसके नीचे कंसोलिडेट कर रहा है अभी बैंक निफ्टी. एज सून एज वी स्टार्ट टू सस्टेन अबव दिस जोन, ठीक है, इस मार्क के ऊपर सस्टेन कर जाते हैं, देन गुड बाइंग अपॉर्चुनिटी कैन कम इन बैंक निफ्टी. तो आप बैंक निफ्टी पे फोकस्ड रहिएगा कल, बिकॉज इफ वी आर एबल टू ब्रेक टुडेज डे हाई व्हिच विल बी पीडीएच फॉर टुमारो, मतलब कल ट्रेड कर रहे होगे तो ये पीडीएच बन जाएगा. If we are able to break today's day high, then definitely some good momentum can be seen in Bank Nifty and आप ये वाला टारगेट लेके चल सकते हो. नियरेस्ट स्विंग हाई आपका टारगेट हो सकता है. तो कीप बैंक निफ्टी ऑन योर रेडार. अगर आपको ये लेवल का ब्रेकआउट मिल जाता है, if today's day high is broken out and sustained, then definitely some short covering will happen in Nifty Bank. So this was about today's market analysis. Thank you.